Hi friends, this is Lokesh Gorantla. Welcome to Testing Tutorials Point. And today we are going to discussing about that how to create a user using RestAssured. Before that, I'll zoom this one. We need to create a class for the creating the user purpose. User. In this, we need to use the RestAssured annotation. And also today I'll explain you the two things. One is directly how to validate the status code, and second one is just we need to take the response and then we need to validate the value. First we need to rest assure this URL. This is we are going to directly we are providing the user information. That URL I'm going to take. This is my base URL. I'm going to copy paste this one. We can able to pass the two ways, like we can able to pass some URL here up to here, and remaining things we can able to pass the post method place also. But now we want the only complete URL I'm going to pass. Second step is we need to store the response first. The response we are going to pass. Given is the method for the starting of the URL. Then this place we can able to pass the content type. This content type we can able two types we can pass. Directly content type, and we can able to pass the header place also. We can use the content directly, or else we can able to pass the content type. What is the content type is presented directly. Use the capital dot JSON. We are passing JSON method, right? For that we are giving that, and then we need to pass the body of the values. Body, and this body can accept the string format of data dot a post method. This is our method, and here I told you, right, two ways. Directly I'm passing the string format of data, and second one is I will store into the Excel file. In this Excel file I'm going to access the data and using that to create the user. Okay, first I will pass the JSON first. String format, this one. String str. String I'm going to pass here body place. Now in the response we are going to get the response of the status, right? For that we need to use a response that get status code. This will get the entire information, which is the ID is presented, right? Like status, that status it can able to give. And this verification we have to do like assets we need to use send the asset dot asset equal in this asset equal we have to pass the status code this one and next expected asset is 201 and we can able to pass the string format of response value correct status. Okay, this is the one way. I'll run and I'll show you also that this one, and before that we need to create a second one. And now my second concept is I don't want to pass this string format of the JSON, or else I don't want to create the JSON format of the data, because every time we have to create a individual value. That purpose we have to consume that entire information from the Excel sheet. I'm going to store the entire data into Excel sheet. That information I'm going to get back the response. Okay. Now for that we need to add the two things. One first Apache POI. This is the one. It will get the Excel jar files. And this is the one method creation purpose, but it is not required. But this is the enough. Apache POI is the one. I use the latest version 4.1.2. This will get the entire Excel sheet values. After that, we have to create one generic method. In this method, we need to get the Excel data first. What exactly this method is presented in here? We need to declare the workbook. Workbook is nothing but this sheet, entire sheet. Like your notebook is there, that book we need to call in a software ways is a workbook. Okay, each workbook having the sheets means first page, second page is the right that called as a sheet in that terms. Okay, each sheet having the columns and rows. This is the sheet 1. Sheet 1, if you click on sheet 2, sheet 3, like this. Every sheet it will start as a index position is 0. Okay. All the sheets it is presented 0th position. And we need to get the data from here. After we declare the entire sheet first, then we have to get for the property of your where the exactly that sheet is presented. Then this is our project. In this project, test data, inside the test data, we have the test data.excel file. Okay. For that, first this system.get property, what it will happen, it will get this project location. Inside the location, we are going to searching these two folders. One folder is test data, another one is the Excel file. Okay. Once we get the path, then we need to file input stream we have to do. Once we done that file input stream and inside the path whether our sheet is presented or not. Once the sheet is presented, we need to read the sheet values first. Enter the sheet value we are going to reading. Inside that, we need to get the row position is 0. Means this is the 1. Then we need to rotate the header values until test case ID header is present. Until this ID is verifying, until that we need to rotate the for loop. Once it is came and both values are matching, then we have to go for the inside of the next row. Okay. Inside, once we get that, we have to get all the row values, because first position we find out. then there is no issue for that. Then we need to go for the next values to increment. Here second position onwards we need to get the all the row values. What all the rows are presented, that all the rows information we need to get. Once we get all the rows, we need to loop that one by one, whether until we pass the test case id. Once the test case id, which is we pass the right, if we are passing tc009, until that we need to loop it. It will loop the entire one and it will get the test case id. In case if the test case id succeed, both are equal, we need to go for the inside. Inside what we can happen again, I'm going to, this is the value is we verified, the test case is matched. Then we need to verify the second header, which is we need to get the body of the information. Once we got the this position right, then we have to read the this value, test case id, which is matching for the JSON value. For this is the one we need done, which is the row value, that is a header value. Once both is matched, then we need to get the entire JSON. That JSON, it will return the entire values. We are showing here n number of JSON we can able to store and we can able to pass. Here I use the placeholders name and placeholder. If we are using placeholders, we can able to change the runtime and modify that value, because name and job are something else. Anything, if it is required for the unique value to replace, then we can able to pass this one. Once we done right, this method we are going to call create user JSON file place. This one, which is the placeholder I given right, this placeholder I'm going to replace the name and job. Then that job, once it is JSON is ready, we need to get the entire information. I'll show you how I'm going to access this one. First I have to call the generic class dot create JSON. Here we need to pass the sheet name, that is called as a sheet, and test case ID TC003. TC003. This is my sheet and this is good. And I told you right, two ways I'm going to show. One is the getting the response data for the status code and verifying the status code. These two things I'm doing here for the both is same. But third is I'm going to the same code and I have to get the then condition dot status code, which is the status code is passing 201, and this status code is basically directly going to validate, that is called, this is the one, validate a response. This directly it will validate. If you are doing directly validation of the status code, remaining two steps is not required, because if it is matching, then it will pass. If it is not matching, it will not pass. Directly it will give this one. I'll run and I'll show you how it will pass. And three methods should be passed, because all the places we are doing directly validating the status codes. See, three steps are run, three is pass. There is no failure, right? Now I'm going to change this one as a 4 and status this 5 status. Okay, I'm storing. I'm going to run again. 2 should be failed because we are validating a wrong status codes. One is correct status code. Now we need to go for the console. 3 run, 1 pass, 2 failures. If you go top, you can able to see the 2 failures. See, correct status code is expected 500 but found is 201. Okay, first case. And second case, expected failure but it is not giving the, see here expected status code is 400 but it founds for 201. Correct. That's all about the how to create the user using the RestAssure. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe my video and please like it, and please share to your friends, colleagues. Thank you.